Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have this makeup look for you. I look like I have a plant growing out of my head, but it's actually just this plant behind me. So I have this makeup look for you today. It's using the Morphe 35OM palette. So it's the matte palette, and it's just this orange grungy eye with MAC Copper Sparkle pigment. I always used to use this pigment on my eyes like quite a lot last year, and everyone always used to ask me to do like tutorials and stuff on it. So I thought I'd do this orangey one, like just using orange eyeshadows, because I just thought this would be nice for Halloween. If you didn't want to wear something that was really scary and you just wanted to wear something quite pretty but still sort of Halloween appropriate, because I feel like a giant pumpkin with this on my eye. If you'd like to see how I got this makeup look, then please carry on watching. Okay, so I've already applied my skincare items, and I will just leave a little clip of what they are up here. But I applied the Olay moisturiser, I can't remember the name, I know it's the Pore Minimizer one, and I applied the Olay 7-in-1 eye cream, I think it's called. I've applied my brows. I used the Benefit Browsings in number 5. To prime my eyes, I'm going to be taking the Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer in Fair. I'm just going to be popping a bit of that on each eyelid. I'm just taking my MAC 242 flat shader brush just to blend that concealer all over my lid. I start off by applying just a tiny bit to start with, then I just go in with more product if I need it. Then to help blend it in some more, I just take my damp beauty blender. You could use one of the little eye ones for this if you wanted to, but I'm just using my face one because it's easier and it means I don't have to wet two beauty blenders. Once that's all blended into the skin, I take my Morphe 35O matte palette, and I'm just going to take this ivory shade here at the end on a e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. Just go over one last time with the beauty blender, make sure that concealer's blended and there's no creasing, and then I just go over that with that eyeshadow just to set it down in place and make sure it doesn't budge throughout the day. And this will also make sure it doesn't crease as well. What I'm going to be doing now, I'm just going to be taking my Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease brush, and I'm just going to be applying the transition shade. Transition shade we're going to be applying is this sort of light, sort of creme brulee, sort of Makeup Geek tone shade. It's the best way I can describe it. So I'm just taking that into my crease and above my crease. Now what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be taking a Zoeva 227 Luxe Soft Definer, which is the dupe of the MAC 217, so it's in every video. I'm going to be taking this light sort of orangey peach tone here, this one. I'm going to be applying that a little bit lower than that transition shade. And don't worry about this part here, as we'll be cleaning that up with a wipe. Just have to drag it out as far as I can. This also really helps with blending. Now what I'm going to be doing is just taking these two orange shades here, so this one here and this one here. Just mixing them together, and again applying them into the crease. I start on the outer part of my eye and then I blend inwards. Where you first place your brush is going to be where the product is mainly focused, so like majority of the product, whereas this inner part here I want it to be quite free of product, so I can apply quite an intense inner corner highlight. For my lid, I'm going to be just taking this bright orange here. It looks red on the camera, but it is bright orange. And then I'm just going back in with my original 228, buffing around it to blend it in. This is just going to be a base for the pigment that we're going to be applying. Going back with that other brush, and I'm just going to be mixing this orange and this darker tone orange just to help transition the really intense lid shade with the crease. Makes it look a lot friendlier. Okay, so for the lid, I'm going to be taking MAC's Copper Sparkle pigment, and I'm going to be applying the Certified Glitter Glue onto my lid. I'm going to be cleaning up this eyeshadow in a minute. I just want to make sure that's where I want it to be. So the Certified Glitter Glue is really good because it actually has a little brush applicator, so I'm just going to brush it on. So once the glue is tacky, I just take the pigment, and there's some in the lid, so I just press my brush in to the pigment and start packing that onto the glue. And I'm just going to take my blending brush and go around that just to make sure it's all nicely blended. I'm just going to clean up this eyeshadow and apply a little bit of liner, and I'll be right back. One thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back in with my Morphe palette. I'm just going to take this really dark burnt orange down here, and I'm just going to apply that into my crease. With a Morphe M506, I'm just going to apply this onto the outer part of my eye, into my crease, just to give more of that sort of burnt orange effect and to define my eyes. Then I'm just going in with that light peach, the second shade we took. Just going to help blend that out. Back with my white. I've just put some lashes on. The lashes I applied were the Certified Cosmo lashes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my face makeup, and I'll be right back. Right, so for my transition shade for the lower lash line, I'm going to be taking the shade that we use as the transition shade for our crease. Just applying that on a bigger brush, so the 227. Then I'm just going to be taking that light peachy shade that we applied, this one. Then I'm going to take the bright orange, this one, and apply that all along my eye. Joining that up with the top of my eye. Right, then I'm just going to be taking the burnt orange and applying that to the outer part. I'm going to be highlighting my brow bone and my inner corner using the ivory tone shade that we first applied as the base colour. My hair literally goes everywhere. Just applying some to my brow bone and inner corner. As you can see, it makes the eyes pop so much more. I'm just applying some bottom lash mascara. The ones that I'm going to be applying are the L'Oreal False Lash Sculpt and the Max Factor Masterpiece Max. I apply the L'Oreal one first. It like grabs every lash and it like separates them and lengthens them. Then I just take the Max Factor one on top of that because this is a lot more volumizing and it thickens the lashes. Then if it gets a bit too clumpy, you can just go back in with the L'Oreal one. Then I'm just going to set my brows in place with the Benefit Ready Set Brow. I haven't used my ABH Clear Brow Gel in so long because I've been using this. The blusher, because I haven't used it in such a while, well, a while, I'd say like a couple of weeks, I'm going to be using the MAC Peaches blusher. This will just tie in with the eyes. And remember, if you ever go in with too much blusher, you can just take your powder brush or your foundation brush, whatever, and just blend it in. To tie in with a peachy sort of golden look, I'm just going to be taking my Laura Geller Gilded Honey on my fan brush. And you can see why. If you're into highlighter and you don't have this, then I don't know what you're doing with your life. Right, to line my lips, I'm going to be taking the MAC Oak Lip Pencil. Then for lipstick, I'm just taking the MAC Peach Stock Lipstick. I'm just going to set the makeup in place with the Makeup Revolution Pro Fix Amazing Makeup Fixing Spray. So guys, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed this makeup look. If you recreate this makeup look, then don't forget to tag me on Instagram or Twitter or any of my social medias, as I'd love to see your recreations. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. So take care, bye!